Hi guys, welcome to SheetMetric. In today's video, we will learn how to create a stock watch list of NASDAQ stocks in Google Sheets. And here we have arranged the data in three different formats. The very first is the top 100 stocks by the market cap, and you can see the color coding. This is continuously descending. So these are the top 100 stocks on NASDAQ Global Select. And here you can see what has been the percentage change. Currently, we are in a live market, so all these things are getting updated almost live. And you have also the what is the current volume and money flow, and then the corresponding visualization across all these 100 stocks. And then what is the relative volume? So relative volume means the current volume divided by the average volume of previous 30 days. So this will help you to kind of get a sense about if there is any volume spike happening, and also percentage changes positive with a heavy money flow. Then you can make a decision that this stock is in uptrend, and also how far a stock is from the 52-week high. So like this is the first list, and the second list is top 100 gainers. So here you can see this list is sorted on the basis of percentage change, and rest of the view remains same. Like here you have symbol of the stock, name of the stock, sector, industry, last traded price. This will get updated, and Google Finance function has been used to pull all this data. Here you can see a disclaimer about it. So quote are not sourced from all markets and maybe delayed up to 20 minutes. There may be a delay up to 20 minutes, although many times the delay is up to 5 to 10 minutes or 15 minutes, but the maximum delay is 20. So you can have this disclaimer in mind and then act accordingly. This list is sorted on the basis of percentage change. And here you have market cap, volume, 52-week high, relative volume, price away from the 52-week high, etc. Team, this is to kind of understand which a stock is near its 52-week high, means there can be a potential breakout coming in this stock. This list is sorted on the basis of price difference, which is percentage away from 52-week high. And then you can see what is the percentage change, what is the market cap, and like this stock currently there is in Netflix, huge money flow is happening, right? So you can make this decision and work in a live market. In this video, I will show you a step-by-step process to build this sheet from the scratch. So let's go there. So first, to open any Google Sheet, you need to type sheet.new in your browser, and you must be signed in with your Google account, or there are other ways also to open a Google Sheet. You can choose either method. So let's say NASDAQ stock watch list demo. So the very first thing I would be needing would be the master list of a stock. So here I have taken a NASDAQ Global Select stocks, which is 1286 stocks. So I'm just copying this data from here, and then I will be building a rest of the things for you. Let's copy the header also, then I will write all the formulas. So I am doing a freeze row and also making a little bit of adjustment here. And let me do a wrap text around it. Okay. To get a last traded price, what I would be using would be a Google Finance function. So to use Google Finance function, you have to type equal to Google Finance, and you can see it fetches securities information from Google Finance. And here you have to pass the ticker. The ticker, how you need to pass. So you need to give the name of the symbol, and you need to pass exchange name also. So, and then a colon for it. So this is NASDAQ. I want to pull this data from the NASDAQ, and hence column, and then the stock symbol. So I have written down ticker over here only, and I would be using it from here. And then you have to pass the attributes. So there are 14, 15 attributes possible for Google Finance function. So let me show you those. So click on learn more. So it will open the help section for you. Yeah. This fetches current or historical information. So we would be interested in fetching current information from the Google Finance website. So let's come here. The second parameter, which is attribute. So these are the following attributes possible from a Google Finance function. So you can fetch a real-time price quote, you can fetch the price open, you can fetch the high, you can fetch the low price, volume, market cap, trade time, data delay, volume average, EYE, EPS, etc. and etc. So we have used this only to fetch all these values. So the here for the last traded price, the attribute is price. So I am typing price, and also what I'm doing is I am locking the column B. I'm pressing F4. And also I'm wrapping this formula around F error because there is a possibility that sometimes the data for some stocks might not be fetched either due to technical reason or if there is any change in tick or symbol, etc. So that is very, and then we can drag this. So you can see here we have 1286 stocks. So currently we are not getting last. Yeah, so this is populating. So all the last traded price has populated for us. And then let's go to the percentage change. So I'm dragging this formula towards right. So I have pressed shift plus right arrow and then I'm doing a control R. And here in this formula, what we need to do, we just need to change the attributes because there are multiple attributes possible for Google Finance function. So here the attribute would be change PCT for getting a percentage change. So, yeah, so here the percentage change is will populate in a while. And then for market cap. So again, I am dragging this. Let me drag this to all the columns and then we will doing necessary changes. So here for market cap, the attribute would be market cap. Let me write that market cap. And here we want to get the market cap in millions. So we need to divide it by 1 million. So this is the market cap in million. And let me remove the decimal places a bit. And then for volume, the attribute would be volume. So I'm changing it to volume. And let me tag towards down. Then for money flow, so this is an derived value, you can see we would be calculating. So to calculate the money flow, what we are doing is, so whatever is the volume as on now multiplied by the last traded price. The last traded price would be changing continuously, right? But we would be multiplying it with the current price. So this is kind of an approximation, which holds good enough. I am wrapping again it an F error. Over here, I am decreasing the decimal place. And then the average volume of the stock. So for average volume, this should be volume average, volume AVG. Yeah. This average volume, we will use this average volume to calculate the relative volume, which will help us in getting a volume spike signal based upon this ratio of relative volume. And for 52-week high, the attribute is I52. All these prices are in dollars. You can check that also. Let me check that for you. So here, if you pass the attribute as currency, then it will show you the currency. So as you saw over there, the first currency was USD and it has populated. So all the prices are in USD. Next, for relative volume, it would be the current volume in the market divided by the average volume of past 30 days. So this is the relative volume, and let me wrap in an FRL formula. And then here again, we are calculating a derived value, which is the current price, how much away it is from the 52-week high. So that should be the current price minus 52-week high divided by the 52-week high. Divided by 52-week high, right? And then again, let me put it in an F error. And let's change this to percentage. And for last traded time, this would be trade time attribute. Now we have base data ready to create different views. First, let me change the format of last traded time. Let's go to format, go to number, and let's change it to a date time format. So here, actually what's happening, there are certain stocks for whom the market cap is less and also very illiquid kind of a stock. Let me show you some stock. For example, this is only 29 million and hence volume also might be very low for some of the stocks. Like this is only 500 quantity has been traded. We might want to exclude all these stocks from our watch list. So for that, what I'm doing, let me find a value at 20th percentile. So here, So let me understand what is the 20th percentile. So 20th percentile is 287. So we can take a cutoff of $250 million. So we will only deal with a stock which is greater than $250 million. And then we can understand the same thing for volume also. The volume is 7,000, but it has been just past 1 hour since market opening. So we will take a number, let's say around 20,000 for volume filter. And we will filter all these 1286 stock. So let me like this NASDAQ. And then let's create another list. So this is NASDAQ 1, which would be a filtered list. And here I am writing a query formula to filter the stocks based upon the condition. You can change these conditions based upon your need. So here I am selecting the entire range and I'm writing a select a star where H means market cap is greater than 250 and I is greater than 20,000, which is volume. And then I am filtering the stock on the basis of that. And whatever view that I would be creating would be based upon these. So let's see how many stocks. So this is just 745 stocks as of now. So you would be creating view on the basis of these stocks only. So let's go to this. So here we have created 3 views. The first one was a top 100 stock by market cap. So make a new sheet over here. And this is top 100 by market cap. So for that, I am writing a query formula from a filtered stock over here. And let's say select a star and order by H, because we want to now sort this data in descending order by market cap and you only want top 100. So limit 100 and then we will close this query function. So we have these top 100 stock by market capitalizations and we have a kind of running or almost like percentage change and what is the money flow, etc. over here. So these are Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, Google, Meta, Tesla, Netflix, etc. So let me do a little bit of formatting over here. Let me do a wrap text around it and let me fix the alignment of. Okay, so we have our view ready. So let's do a conditional formatting over here. This is the percentage change I have selected. Then let's go to format and go to conditional formatting and go to color scale and change red to white to green. And also here we will select a number, like whatever is less than 0 should be in red and whatever is above 0 should be in green with a changing gradient of the color. So here we have percentage change view ready. Let's do the same for market cap also. Conditional formatting. Here I am changing a custom scale. So this is your market cap. But let's do a conditional formatting for volume flow also. Conditional formatting, color scale, and then it to LM. Now another visualization we would be needing that would be for relative volume. Let me reduce the decimal first. I guess 4 is fine. Format, additional formatting. Let's change this to right. And we can do a conditional formatting for this also. We have all the conditional formatting done. Let's do a little bit of changes here also. And then what we can do is we can just copy this sheet and we will change the query formula for other views. Like the next view can be sorted by the percentage change. Next, another view can be, it should be sorted by price away from the 52-week high to get a kind of a sense of the stock listed, which is hitting or which is near to its 52-week high. And then definitely border, etc. can be applied. So what I'm doing is I am making a duplicate of this sheet, and then I will make a change in the query formula. This is how we would be building this sheet, and this is one of the view I have built for you. If you want me to kind of slice and dissect the data from a different view, please do comment about it. Also, let me know if you want me to cover any other exchange or any other index, then please do comment. So here, this is sorted by percentage top 100. What I have to do, the percentage change is in G column. So I need to do order by G descending. So here today we are in live market. So this stock has hit 32% change, and then 24%, and then you can make a sense of about its market cap and money flow, etc. This is also coming with a volume spike. So we are in only 1 hour has passed since market, and already it has passed like average volume 1.2 times of its average volume. So you can kind of make adjustment around it. So this is one view. We would be making another view also. So let me duplicate this sheet, and this would be sorted by 52-week high, percentage away from the 52-week high. So let's say near 52 week high. Okay. And definitely we can do border, etc. So this is almost like the sheet which is running in live market. So this is all for this video, guys. I do keep making videos about automations and Google Sheets in financial markets. So please do check out these videos. The video is on the screen. See you over there. Thank you. Bye.